What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. Make sure you guys go to www.sbrpicks.com/NBA. Check out all the articles, NBA content we have over there. I'm your host, Jay Money, and that's my guy, Blackjack Fletcher. It's just me and Blackjack today. We knew that Junior were going to be here yesterday, so it's all good, man. Just a two-man show today, 6 games. We're going to try to get to it. First, we're going to recap yesterday. What's up, Blackjack? Everything good with you? How was your day yesterday?
Yeah, brother, everything's good. Everything's good. I had a couple of tough losses yesterday, but that's what happens. You just get back up, dust yourself off, and get back at it today. And let me tell you something. I am getting back at it today. We are going to get nuts today.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it, my guy. Yeah, just to recap yesterday's plays, my guy. Recap, yes, I was on the Grizzlies as well as my top play. They did what they were supposed to, come back, make a fourth quarter push, and that one they won by 4. I was actually even glad for that late little foul. It would have been a push on the -2, even though I know I got the money line and the pick, but still, -2. I wanted to always have to give it out as what the current number. So we cashed that Grizzlies. They went down by 4. The Spurs, they outscored the Bulls by 20 points in that fourth quarter, man, to come back and steal that win. That's just tough, man. You had the Bulls there. We've seen it plenty of times. It's just that's tough them doing it at the house. But it was a back-to-back. They ran out of gas during the fourth quarter. The Warriors, they smack up the Rockets there. The Rockets, they did what they do. I mean, they make those third quarter pushes. They want to. It's just the Warriors were just that much better. Christian Wood came back. He even kind of crossed up Draymond a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they ended up taking the L on taking the L straight up and on the spread. So Warriors win by 14. The Hornets got smacked by the Nuggets. There was never really a game. The Nuggets just smacked them ever since the get-go there. At halftime, they was up 12 points. Never looked back from there. Let's see. The Kings, they beat the Wizards 121-119. The Wizards outscored them 26-19 in the fourth quarter, made a late push. Really could have won the game if they had a good offensive played the last play, but it was terrible. Russell Westbrook said he puts it on him. They take the loss. Man, I had the Pacers there. Kyrie sat out and everything. So congratulations to Nets backers. I mean, you really deserved that one anyway. If you took the 3.5, then Kyrie get ruled out. So I'm glad you guys cashed that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people didn't know that Kyrie was going to be out. So if you had the Nets and Kyrie was ruled out, you still cashed it. Nice play, my guys. The Mavs, they end up beating the Clippers, held them to 89 points. A real nice defensive effort from them. It's a revenge spot, home and home. You know what I'm saying? They got the revenge there, beat them by 16. And the Pistons, guys, the Van Fleet Siakam came back for Toronto. Powell went off for 43 points, and the Pistons still beat them. So nice call on Pistons backers there. The Pistons end up covering the money line, and Bucks win in OT 109-105. Philly gets the cover, though. Philly does get the cover. Yeah, and the Celtics lose on St. Patrick's Day, Blackjack. What type of shit is that, man? It's just kind of how funky it was. Let's see. I think all of them went. I'm finna say most of those games went under too. Damn near every game went under except for the Hornets and Nuggets game. The Celtics and Cavs game went over, and then Raptors versus Pistons game went over. Yeah, see, the Nets game went over as well, my guys. It did. But hey, let's get to today's games, Blackjack. Anything else stood out to you yesterday? Any one of those games? Did something happen in them that you want to point out yesterday, Blackjack?
I mean, I think that the biggest takeaway that I had there, obviously a nice win by Denver. I mean, that was a really good win against the Charlotte team that's playing about as well as they can play right now. It was, Boston losing on St. Patrick's Day is just kind of disgusting, right? Like if you're a Bostonian right now, you got to feel like absolute trash. Like, you're all liquored up yesterday. You're all ready to go. And the Celtics just spit the bit.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in first quarter, first half, they had nothing. They didn't cash anything, guys. So, and I know that the Cavs were in a terrible spot, and they still came out there and won. So, hey, we'll see what happens today. But yeah, that's the recap of yesterday's card, man. On to today, my guy. On to today. Like I said, only got 6 games. We're gonna get through all of them, my guy. Maybe talk about a little total on them too, man. I don't have anything on the totals, but still gonna talk about it. Jazz here, first game up, guys. Jazz, this line opened up at 9.5. It's now up to 11.5 for the Utah Jazz against the Washington Wizards. They're on the road. We got a total of 237 here, Blackjack. You like anything on this game?
Yeah, Utah -11. The Jazz, we talked about this all the time for a couple of weeks, that the Jazz were the hottest team in the NBA and they were playing unbelievable basketball. And don't get me wrong, they're still excellent. But this is, I guess, the closest they've come to a little bit of a stutter. They've lost 3 out of their last 5. They're in the middle of this road trip. but now they're going up against the team that just got dropped at home by the Sacramento Kings. I mean, if this isn't a get right spot for the Utah Jazz, I don't know what is. The Wizards are a terrible, terrible matchup situation here. I mean, they're not going to be able to stop what Utah does, and Utah is going to shut them down. I think that this game gets ugly. It gets ugly quick, and it stays that way. Utah minus 11.5.
Got you. Yeah, hey, I couldn't talk you out of. I mean, the line is going their way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mike Conley is out in this game, but still has been went up 2 points on. So look, I think Westbrook is out here. So I mean, the Wizards, they do play better when Westbrook's out. So let's see, Mo Wagner questionable, Hachimura questionable. Man, I got to look at another injury report. Let me see. I just got to make sure. Are those three players? Maybe that's why the line has went up. So no Conley for the Jazz, but the Wizards here on this back-to-back, they just like, man. So yeah, I'm seeing Hachimura, Wagner, and Westbrook questionable back-to-back. Hey, they may not want Westbrook to play. They're somewhat a better team. Probably would have won last night with Dallas, man. But I mean, he can go off for a triple-double anytime. Jazz, I couldn't talk you out of there. They're a much better defensive team. The Wizards would have to come to play defense here. So, I mean, betting on that, they won 7 out of 8. Now they've lost 7 out of 8, guys. I don't know. The Wizards lost 5 straight. They're just not really showing you more fight anymore. I don't have anything on that game. And, yeah, it would be Jazz or nothing for me. So, look, at that 237, Blackjack, what would you think about on the total? Which way would you lean?
I actually would play it under just because I don't think Washington's going to be able to score enough to hold up their end of this bargain. I think that, you're going to have at least a couple of those guys out for the Wizards, and they're just not going to put enough points on the board to hold up their side of it. I think that number is too big for this game. I'd go under.
Got you. Yeah, it opened up at 237.5. It's down to 236.5 at some spots. So it looks like some money is coming on the under. Obviously, with the players out, the under might be a good look there, my guy. So Blackjack, what you get the line at on the Jazz?
11.5.
11.5, my guys. So 11.5 Jazz official from my guy Blackjack, my guys. Let's get to the next game, man. Damn, there was a bunch of my guys there, but y'all cool, man. Y'all cool. Y'all rather me say that than some other words, man. So hey, that's on damn say. But Thunder versus Hawks, man. Thunder versus Hawks is lined up to open up at 6.5, up to 7 now. Smoke Oklahoma City. I wish Jordan was on the show. I probably would fade OKC if Jordan was on the show, but when he's not on there, OKC actually plays pretty well. So they're giving up 7 here. With the Hawks laying 7 here, Blackjack. What do you got to look on this game, Hawks versus Thunder?
Yeah, I'm laying the points with the Hawks, Jay. I'm fading OKC, but I like this Hawks team since Nate McMillan took over. They're playing a different kind of basketball. The intensity is different. They seem to have put all of their bullshit pettiness aside that was causing them problems in the season earlier. I like Atlanta here. I think Atlanta's a team that is certainly off the fade list and now is a team that you can kind of start to reevaluate. Nate McMillan's made a huge difference to this team. I like the Hawks minus the 7.
Hey, I couldn't talk you out of fading OKC or one of those tanking teams. You know what I'm saying? I know they got a bunch of injuries still as well. I know I saw Maladon on the injury report. Dort was on the injury report. So just be interested to see if they come back with a full squad here. Let's see. So Baisley is still out with a shoulder. Maladon is questionable. Lou Dort's questionable again with the toe. Al Horford's not on the injury report, so he's going back to Atlanta over there. Not even sure what they're doing with George Hill. You might as well go and trade them or something, man. So yeah, I'm always down with fading OKC. I don't have a play on this game. Capella and Okongwu still questionable. They haven't been playing, I think, like the last couple games. But it's Hawks or nothing for me, guys. I mean, I know it's not always that simple. Like the Thunder plus the 7, they do play better on the road. They can't, if they have all their guys, could possibly play really good defense to keep this one close. But the Hawks are like really a one-rate train right now. There's won 6 straight games, have covered 5 out of those 6 games. So it would be Hawks or nothing for me, guys. Like Blackjack said, they're playing on a whole new level right now with Nate McMillan at the helm. What you think about that total, Blackjack? You think OKC can bring that sticky defense in here and the Hawks continue to play some defense under McMillan?
I worry about Oklahoma City because they're just so damn shorthanded right now. They're going to play defense. That's what they do. I would probably lean under here, but I think the better value's on Atlanta.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, hey, we know they got some other stuff going on. It was a shooting in Atlanta as well, so
Yeah.
they might come to play for their people. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We're playing for our city. It just could be something hidden there. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable either side, to be honest with you. I know some people going to be on the Thunder. I know that how I feel about the Thunder. I'm not betting. Either I'm fading them or I'm staying away unless they get like 10, 11 points or something. We don't even know who's all playing right now on both sides. So yeah, I'm all the way off that game, guys. I'm sorry, but not a super strong card. Sometimes we get them, but we still come on here and break down the game. See what I'm saying? Let's get to the next game, Blackjack. Magic versus the Knicks. The Knickerbockers. Let me see. I got on some pants. Are we? Do I roll the pants up a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Just right there below the calf to make them some Knickerbocker. Line open up at 6.5 down to 5. Blackjack, does the Knicks, are they pissed from those last couple of close losses, or are the Magic pissed from 8 straight losses? What you thinking in this one?
I mean, here's my problem with this, right? Like, the Knicks have played with so much more passion and intensity than I've seen in a Knicks team in, I mean, literally like 20 years. Like, I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I'm a Knicks fan. I was born and raised in New York. I love the Knicks. I haven't seen it in a long time. And watching Julius Randle get so pissed off at the end of that Brooklyn game, I loved it. I loved seeing that he cared that much. Like, that hasn't been the case for the Knicks for a couple of decades. Mm-hmm. So I like the Knicks here. I like the way this team is playing, but I can't bet them because I'm worried about Quickly, right? I mean, Quickly is now questionable to play in this game. If you're not getting Quickly, I mean, Junior talks all the time about the Knicks not having a playmaking point guard. I mean, who the hell else is suiting up if they don't have Quickly in this game at point guard for them? They're a little bit of a mess right now in terms of depth at that position. And Orlando is one of those teams that I'll just be perfectly honest with you. I do not have a read on this team. I feel like I'm always on the wrong side of them. Whether I bet them or I fade them, I'm always on the wrong side. I like the Knicks. I really like the Knicks as a dog. I don't love the Knicks laying 5 points to really anybody, especially with the issues with Quickly. So for me, this game's a pass.
Got you. Yeah, like I said, it says 6.5. So my thing in this one is hugely. So the Magic did already beat them by what, 12?
Yeah.
They beat them, I think, with like 105-89 early this year. Excuse me. Yeah, 107-89. The Magic beat them at home as 3.5-point underdogs. The Knicks beat the Magic 91-84. So actually, both of them have been super low scoring games. They beat them 91-84 in New York. So they, like I said, they opened this game, was at 7 last night, then 6.5 some spots. It's down to 5. That may speak volumes that Fournier and Gordon and Ross, who are all questionable here, that may be playing. Like I say, I mean, the Magic, I don't think they'll be on this 8-game losing streak. They won't be a losing streak forever, in my opinion. You need Ross, you need Fournier and Gordon, all three of those. So if all three in, possibly lean Magic here. I know that the Knicks are, because like you say, so Austin Rivers is disgruntled. He doesn't want to play over there. If he's not getting starter minutes, he's like, all right, well, I'm just out. I don't want to play. I'm hurt. I'm dizzy. I may have got COVID. Let me quarantine and just let me keep getting my money here. I just want to sit at the house. Quickly questionable. Like you say, they need him if Payton's not going to be out there. Derrick Rose still out. Payton doubtful. Frank Nicolatina, he's not a point guard, guys. I'm telling you, he is not a point guard. I did not want to see him bringing the ball up the court. What place does he have in the NBA?
Jay, he literally went 2 games after the All-Star break without making a shot. Like, that's not acceptable in the NBA.
It's not an NBA player to me, man. You can play really good defense. That's it. You can't shoot. You can't handle the ball. And you're supposed to be a guard. Where is your spot in the NBA? I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He made the NBA. Credit to him. But if in today's NBA, if you can't shoot, if you're a point guard and you can't shoot and you're not a ball handler, what are we doing? Why would you start him at point guard? No, I'm not betting the Knicks. Matter of fact, if Gordon, Ross, and Fournier's in, and I said this last night, I have a heavy lean to the Magic. If all three of those in, I might be on the Magic to get off the hump here, because I don't think they're going to lose forever. They played a couple of really good games versus the Heat. They're going to be tired of pissing. They're going to be tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? Getting pissed off. They've had 3 days off and just fuming. Fournier practiced yesterday. Let's see. Gordon practiced as well. So in theory, those two are coming up. I'm pretty sure those two will be in if they practice in full. Yes, I'm pretty sure you're waiting on Ross, but I mean, it's room for them to cover and not even win. Yeah, I like the Magic here. I do. I hadn't bet it. I need confirmations of them in, and then if Quickly's out for sure, yeah, they'll have defense, the Knicks, but the offense. I'm sorry. RJ Barrett, no, man, I'm sorry. Reggie Bullock running the show. You got Alec Burks. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. Defense is there. So, look, Blackjack, both games have flown under the total so far in this matchup. It started off at 209.5, it's down to 207. What you think about the under for the third straight time here?
I mean, the only way to play it is to play under. I mean, there's like you said, if the Magic are missing any one of those guys, their ability to score is going to be seriously hurt. The Knicks may lose quickly, which is going to really affect. I mean, you're essentially talking about Julius Randle being your point forward for this game and having to do it all himself. So I think that if you're looking at this game, the only way to look is under.
Got you. Exactly. I hadn't been playing any totals, guys. I do know early on, 75% of the tickets on the Knicks. So just take that for what it's worth, man. Let's get to the next game, though, Blackjack. We got a double-digit fave here. We got the Suns laying 10.5 versus the Timberwolves. This over number opened up at 228. It's up to 231.5. Do you agree with that? You got a total play or a side play on this one, Blackjack?
I mean, I don't have a play on this game. This game, honestly, when I looked at this slate, Jay, was the one that I had the least amount of interest in. And that's really just because of where these numbers are sitting right now. I mean, listen, I like Phoenix as much as the next guy, right? But I don't love laying 10.5 points with really anybody except for Utah. And, you know, this just, I don't know. I got a bad feeling here about this. I honestly think that if I had a free play on this, Jay, I would take the Timberwolves and the points. I think that's what I would do. I really feel bizarre for saying that, but I think I would take the T-Wolves and the points here.
Gotcha. Yeah, hey. The Timberwolves have been playing hard before losing to the Lakers. I mean, they played good through three quarters on their own. It's just that fourth quarter when they got smacked up. Before that, they had covered 3 straight games coming out of the break. So, I mean, maybe they could be trying to turn the corner with the new coach. They've had some time off. Obviously, they don't have a whole lot to play for, but they still do come to play. Let's see. They played already this year. The Suns just beat them by 19 at home. The Suns were laying 10.5 on the road. Now they're laying 10.5 at the house. That actually speaks volumes to that they think that the Timberwolves may come to play here, in my opinion. You lay 10.5 on the road, you know what I'm saying? Now you come home where they should be laying 13.5.
Yeah.
Just based on the numbers from the last game. Now it's the same spread. In all honesty, it speaks somewhat volumes to Timberwolves. I'm not taking it. If I had a lean, I would want to take the points. Well, like I know that I'm not laying the 10.5 with the Suns, so it probably would be Timberwolves. I lean Timberwolves, but I'm not making a play on the game. It's nothing that I feel super confident on. I only make plays. It's not a super confident card. I only make plays if I'm super confident in something. And this is definitely not one. What do you think about the total here, Blackjack? So look, the Suns have won. Well, they've won 8 out of the last 10. They're 8-2 ATS last 10. What are they going to do with this total here? Do they come to play defensively?
I mean, over.
Over? What's this?
I just flipped the coin. So, I mean, I honestly, Jay, I got no read on this game. I got nothing here. This game to me is an enigma. It's a mystery. It's a riddle wrapped inside of a tornado and a hurricane. I got nothing on this. I have no idea what's going on in this game. Every once in a while, you ever have that where you look at a game and you're just like, I could see this going in any one of 8 different directions.
5 games today, I saw that, to be honest with you. 5 games. It's only 6 games. 5 of them, I was like, I'm absolutely not touching. I was going, and I can't do that, just not have a play. So I can do whatever I want. But I was like, I mean, I want to make a play. There's a right side on 6 of the games. I got to find one of them. It's something that I found I like. We're going to talk about it. I'm with you on that. I'm staying so far away from this game. These are the type of games that I watch because I don't have a single bet on it at all. So I could just watch that one as a fan. I like it better that way. So the line is come up, the over and under come up 3 whole points, 3.5. So it looks like the money is moving towards the over. They're open up at 228 up to 231.5 for you guys that like to bet the totals, guys. Let's see, next game up. Then this is an intriguing game. These last two are intriguing spots. I must say, these are the games of the day. If you ask me, that's what we're here for. So let's get to this one, man. Pelicans versus the Blazers, my guys. Pelican versus Blazers. Line open up at 2. It's down to 1. Obviously, you have to show respect to the Pelicans here after pissing that game away in the fourth quarter. It's pretty much the same line as last game, but you're going to get respectable people on the Pelicans here on this revenge spot. What are we doing, Blackjack? Are we rolling with the Pelicans to get some revenge, or are the Blazers just that much better?
I'm going back to the well with Portland here, minus the point. And the reason I'm doing it is CJ McCollum had his first action back, and he didn't look great. I think it's going to take him a little bit of time. But as he plays more, he's going to get better, obviously. He's going to get back into rhythm. And the fact that he's getting the second game back against the same team he had the first night is only going to help him, I think. And the bottom line is that, you know, Portland really didn't play great basketball until the end of that game, and they still came out with the win. You know, I understand the revenge spot thing, but I also kind of look at it and say, you know what? There's also sort of a deflation in the way New Orleans lost that game. And I think Portland comes out of it with all the momentum, and I'm only having to lay a point at home. I'm going with the Blazers here.
I'm going to tell you something, Blackjack. I actually can't talk you out of that. I'm looking at this one last night, a long, hard look. So what I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, okay, Pelicans is going to be the play today. Pelicans, or really, I was thinking when they lost yesterday, and I can't do that. I can't just say, oh, they lost that one, I'm taking. But see, because in all honesty, I think that the Pelicans were the right side in the last game. They got the cash. If you took them +2, you got the cash. They didn't expect to lose that game. You see what I'm saying? But Blackjack, you said something really key there. It could be a deflating loss where it's like, we did all this shit, man. We played perfect for 46 minutes out of the game, and we still lost. Like, what more can we do? Do we have to be up about 20, 30? The Blazers could take that and take that momentum like that. Maybe they're just a better team. So they beat the Pelicans twice already this year by a combined 3 points. They beat them 126-124 in New Orleans. Now they can beat them by they're the same score, 125-124 this time. Maybe the Blazers are just that much further on. I mean, you got a better coach, more sustained coach over there. You have a better, deeper defensive team. You got more three-point shooters over there. Lonzo can't match up with Dame Lillard. Now, the Blazers don't really have anybody that can match up with Zion Williamson, but Steven Adams hadn't really been coming to play like the Steven Adams from OKC. I haven't seen him that you know what I'm saying, that guy like he worked at Benny Hunter or something. I hadn't seen that, man. So then they're missing J.J. Redick off the bench. They really don't have many three-point shooters. The Blazers come in here and play their game. I do think they can get it done. I lean Pelicans. I do, because I think that, it's double revenge spot. You don't lose it, but you said something there, Blaze. It could be just deflating where it's like, damn, bro, we did all that, still lost. The Blazers could ride that momentum. CJ won't be as rusty this game back. Just how they couldn't stop Dame. The Blazers are going to be seeing what they have to do to clog up the paint to stop Zion. So, it's going to be a really good game. I do think it's a toss-up. If I had to take it, it would be Pelicans. This is me, but I think I'm going to stay off on this one because, to be honest with you, I could see the Blazers winning this one. I'm not super strong on it. I'm not blindly going with the revenge. The Blazers actually do match up pretty well. Like, they are the better team in this matchup. They are. I know that the Pelicans are 5-1 against the spread last 6 as an underdog. They get up to play these good teams, but you just pissed that one away, man. I can't wait to watch this game. Maybe make a live bet on it, but pregame, I'm not. I want to take the Pelicans, but I'm staying off, guys. I'm telling you. What we think about this total here, Blackjack, real quick? I gotta ask you. Yeah, it opened up at 242. It's down to 239.5.
Yeah, what do you think? Listen, I get it because a big number, second night of a back-to-back, whatever. These two teams can't stop one another, and I think part of it, Jay, is what you just alluded to, right? Like, the Pelicans have nobody to match up with Damian Lillard, and the Blazers have nobody to match up with Zion Williamson. So these teams are going to do what they want to do and what they do best, because defensively, the other side is nothing in those areas. So realistically, it's just the offensive strength against the defensive weakness on both sides of this matchup. It's over.
Got you. I'll tell you why the money's coming in on the under. Usually when two teams play, and so it went 249 the first game. Usually when two teams play back to back and they just saw each other and they have a day off in between, 9 times out of 10, well, I'm gonna say probably 7 times out of 10, the game that went over, the next time it's gonna go under. It's just and most of the time, if it went under, there's a high chance it's gonna go over. So the totals like to usually flip flop in those games where the Blazers could come and get the job done again, but just saying as far as total wise, I don't play unders and I don't play totals, guys. I would be looking at an under here. I think that the Pelicans will bring a slightly better defense here. I think that the Blazers will bring a slightly better defense. Both teams, they kind of know what each other want to do. I do think this will be a little bit more of a knock them out, you know what I'm saying, slugfest type of game. Just a little bit more. Maybe get to 230, 235 or something, but I just don't think it gets up there to 250, be a fast pace. I think both teams will try to focus more on defense here. I just talked myself into the under, but I'm not playing any totals. I'm not. I think the under will hit, guys. I'll tell you that. Let's get to the next game. Hornets versus Lakers. We got the Hornets versus the Lakers right here. And, and the Hornets didn't come out with a good effort last night. They didn't. It's almost maybe a little look ahead. You know what I'm saying? A little look ahead, Jay. Them boys really weren't worried about that Nuggets game last night, man, in my opinion. I think they were saving themselves for this Lakers game. That's just what I think. Nobody played over 27 minutes. When they got down, it's like, that's okay. We're not going hard in altitude. We got another game in L.A. LaMelo come back to L.A. tomorrow. I like the Hornets here, guys. I do. +8. Top. Hornets, let's go. I got the shirt on. This is the shirt. This is the shirt right here that I was wearing when the Hornets sat Hayward on some bullshit. Oh, my finger hurts. And they still beat the Kings late 10-0 run. I think this is the lucky Hornets shirt. I do believe so. I like them +8. I think they're a live dog to win the game. So you're damn right. I'm taking the points. Local try to give me 8.5. Okay. I bet you won't have 8.5 for the next time around. I guarantee you that. Blackjack, well, what are we liking, my guy?
Listen, I like the Hornets plus the points, but I love them on the money line. I'm taking them on the money line. +290. The Charlotte Hornets to get the win here. I think everybody is been a little bit blinded by the Lakers. They came out of the break. They got 3 wins in a row, but let's be honest, not the stiffest competition here that they faced. And the problem that this Lakers team can have is that Charlotte is going to want to play the polar opposite of a game that the Lakers want to play. Charlotte's going to want to run and play fast and get a ton of shots in the air, and the Lakers don't want any part of it. They want no part of that. They want to slow it down and grind it out, because if we're being honest, they're not a great shooting team to begin with without Anthony Davis in this lineup. So I like Charlotte in this spot off a bad loss. They got an ass kicking. And Jay, I think you're exactly right. It was a look ahead spot and they get their ass kicked. And now it's all right. Well, we looked ahead and we paid the price. Now we better get our money's worth out of this.
Oh, man, I like it. Above all, I like the matchups in this one, guys. I like the matchups. We have the narrative of LaMelo Ball going back to LA, wanting to show up. We have the narrative, them coming off a terrible game. You know what I'm saying? The very next night having to show up, coming to LA. Everybody gets up to play in LA. Just real quick, Emmanuel Quickly is ruled out. That's not good. Just real quick, I just got to look at we always get the injuries around this time. No Peyton tonight. No Quickly. So that's the only 2 so far. So you don't have really a point guard. I'm not taking the Knicks tonight. There's no way. You look at Magic. You look at Magic, or you don't do anything at all in that game. In my opinion, you don't do anything.
That under. Hit the under.
Yeah. Hey, because if I see Frank in the starting part, oh my God, I have to take the Magic. I have. The guy is trash, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm starting to believe that he's a little bit more trash than Anthony Simons. Like, they may try to trade his ass to Blazer to get Anthony Simons. He'll probably look better over there. But go back to what I was saying. We got LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Hayward. As long as Hayward don't come out with his finger messed up again, He's the best player on the team. You see what I'm saying? They got matchups. I like the way the teams match up. Harold. So what they got guys stretch fours, PJ Washington, Mikal Bridges. They got Cody Zeller, Alex Caruso 2.0 over there, like Benjamin Button or something, man. Devontae Graham coming off the bench, Bismack Biyombo. Got a nice little defensive center out there. Malik Monk can come out there and give them 10 to 15 points. You said they're gonna come out and run and gun. That's not how the Lakers want to really come out there and lock you up on defense. That's what they want to do. They're still missing AD. They're playing without Marc Gasol. They think that they're better without Marc Gasol. They could be. They've been a little bit too hot right now. The Lakers are. I still don't think that they're this good without AD. You can't forget they're not a full squad here. They covered 4 straight, 6 out of 7, won 3 straight. I don't fucking care. I think they're losing tonight, to be honest with you. I'm taking the points. I always do that just to be safe. I think the Hornets win this game. I'll be honest with you. I think the LaMelo Ball come to play. Hayward, Rozier. I think you're finna see their best game. I really do.
Agreed.
It's not a super strong card, but this is my favorite player today. Hornets +8. Top player today, my guy. What we think about this total real quick, Blackjack? Let's see. What do you think that they get the run done in it? So look, it opened up at 227.5. It's down to 225. What are you thinking? If it's Hornets, maybe Hornets and over. If it's Lakers, maybe Lakers and under. What you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, my lean is to the over, but it's a tough one for me. That number honestly feels spot on for this thing. I would lean slightly to the over, but yeah, I think the far better play is on the Hornets.
Got you. Yeah, that's my play today, guys. The Hornets. I got the shirt on. Nothing's guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? We're only doing one unit. I don't care how hot I've been. Do not go too crazy on this, man. Some people talking about they putting their stimulus check. Man, do not come mad at me if this play lose, guys. I'm just giving you my personal play. You can do whatever you want.
That's right.
But please do not. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, man. And at some point, I'm gonna cool off. I don't think it's going to be today, but at some point, it's just bound to happen. It's just law of averages things, guys. So I just have to put that disclosure out there. But it's not finna fucking be today, though. But Hornets +8. That's for me, though. Blackjack, break them off with your official plays before we get out of here.
All right, brother. I got Utah -11.5, Atlanta -7, Portland -1, and the Charlotte Hornets on the money line.
Got you. Oh, so no points for you, Blackjack?
Nope.
Just straight money. They say no.
I just took the grapefruits and dropped them on the table, brother.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm rooting for you hard. I am. I like the Hornets +8. Top play of the day. I need to cash it. Best spot on the card, if you ask me. Secondary. If I was to take some secondary, Pelicans. That's the secondary lean. Third, Magic, guys. That's the only looks I have. The other 3 games, I'm sorry. I'll watch the other 3 games. That just let you know how slim I care about betting them. So number 1, Hornets. Secondarily leans would be Pelicans and then the Magic, my God. The Magic may even be the secondary and then the Pelicans third. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's Blackjack Fletcher. I'm Jay Money, your host. Make sure you guys go to sbrpicks.com/NBA. Check out the articles, NBA content we have. Hit the like button, subscribe if you like the content, man. We out. Back tomorrow.